Game number 2 here of a best of 3. It's the finals of Go for SC2 Monday. The winner of this series gets themselves a lovely €50 and a spot in the monthly finals. Unfortunately, the loser, he only gets €25, but hey, compared to the other like 60 people in this tournament, gets something, which is always pretty cool. So, as this stands, nothing crazy happening yet. Waiting to see if we get a temple, but with both players getting an overlord out, very unlikely to see that. Instead, this is all looking very nice, very normal, and it's really what we saw in game number 1. They were both cautious, they were both safe. But anyway, let's introduce these two. Top left, we got JonnyREcco from Vega Squadron, and top right, we've got Dignitas Tefel. Tefel 1-0 up. I realised the overlays were wrong. I've corrected that now. So Tefel, if he wins this, he gets that €50 on the spot in May monthly finals. If Rico wins, we go to the ace game. Habitation Station is a cool map. There's a lot of really interesting things we can be seeing. Gold base, always awesome. Watchtower, that actually covers quite a lot of area, which is really important. Tefel, he's going for a spawning pool first, Rico going hatch first. So both varying their openings quite, not really that significantly. They should now just follow up the same. The big difference would be if Rico adds a gas before pool. He'd get an earlier speed, potentially could go a lot aggressive. That's what he's gonna do. It could be very aggressive. Could also just be for speed, for map control, could be for defensive banelings. We'll wait to see what he's got planned. Meanwhile, on Tefel's side, he's not yet taken a gas, and if you recall back to the previous game, Tefel did actually get Lings down earlier, with Ling speed a lot earlier. Gas now getting taken by Tefel. That's down actually quite a bit. Rico's already mining from that, so while not a huge difference, it's certainly something that will be noticeable as we go into kind of the next couple of minutes. That speed timing really can make quite a difference, actually, overall. Otherwise, not too much to say for the most part. This is the standard early game Zerg on Zerg. They're not doing anything that's wacky, not doing anything overly aggressive. They're both just droning up and going to be looking to get speed out. From speed, that's where we will get some diversions, potentially. Really, it's the gas numbers that's going to be the big change. Rico leaving one drone in gas for now. This means that he's going to get a trickle through of gas. He's got speed already on its way. Tefel, if he keeps 2 drones in gas, defensive banelings. If he keeps 3 drones in gas, offensive banelings. Generally is a good rule of thumb. Or maybe not offensive banelings, but potentially offensive. A look into quick roaches to go on the aggressive. But Tefel doing the same, pulling those drones out. Both players happily getting speed. Rico's ahead by about 25 seconds. Not that well. To be honest, like 25 seconds doesn't make a game-breaking difference. It just does, like, it gives you a very small window of opportunity. If both players move out with Lings onto the map and you get speed kicking, then yeah, you can chase it down, you can surround, and you can take it out. So yeah, that's where it really will make a difference. Rico is adding in the baneling nest now. No additional gas getting taken, however, which is quite interesting because he doesn't have enough gas to really utilize that baneling nest yet. But there we go, going up to 3 drones in gas. This could get very aggressive now. Baneling, Zergling heavy. Will delay the lair though. That's the downside to it. Tefel though, he's also adding in the baneling nest, going up to 2 drones in gas, playing this more defensively now. His vision hasn't really seen anything to make him concerned about this, so this is just a standard Tefel play. He's also adding in 2 spines. He must have seen something now. Okay, he saw a couple of Lings come out with speed, sees a few more, he knows something's up, so he's adding in the 2nd spine. 2 spines should deter a lot of, okay, a lot of the baneling stuff should be stopped now. A couple of Lings coming over. Baneling's now seen for sure. Tefel knows what's coming. He's got a decent lead in terms of the overall Ling count. You know, you're wanting to try and reduce the baneling count too. That's one of the big moments. Ooh, that 2nd spine was cancelled actually. Okay. So not seeing any roaches, knowing he's got his own banelings, he's just going to play defensively with these banes. Going up to 6 drones in gas. Meanwhile, Rico's still just sitting on the 1 gas geyser for the moment, adding in more. Forward they come. There's too much defense here. I don't think Rico can take this. There's already, what, 5 banelings there. Yeah, 5 banelings. Enough to stop this. Third base is trying to get taken. REcco is taking it at the gold. Tefel taking it at the blue. Tefel, though, already looking to go up. Gonna be able to take out 2 banelings, actually. That is a really nice pick-off. Taking down banelings is just absolutely massive. There's still 2 left there for Tefel. If he gets a good detonation, he basically confirms the denial of the third base. Couple of lings still busy, trying to tear through there. REcco doing everything he can to start working away. Picking away at these banelings, but it's the third about to fall that could be the problem. Only a handful of lings attacking against this. Maybe out. No, he can't save it now. Not enough time. Cancel force, and this is another big hit to REcco. Not really what he wanted. His opening wasn't running towards this. Ling on Ling Fly now coming through. A couple of banelings morphing in the back. Probably not going to get finished. Both forced to cancel there. Losing a bit of gas. And REcco gets a couple of banelings of his own. This is the big difference though. The third base of Tefel really can make the difference between light and day. And we'll see that with the drone count now. Already Tefel up by what is 8. And that's probably going to keep climbing. REcco though, he's got a fair few units out on the field. He's got roaches coming already. Whereas for the moment Tefel only just about to get his first roach out. But look at the work count. He's now 11 up. He's utilizing this third. And REcco is yet to have his third base. He's further behind than he was in game number 1. And Tefel got a big momentum swing in kind of a couple of minutes from now, around the 13-minute mark in that game as well. Still waiting to see exactly what these two are going to do. Tefel trying to find an opportunity to engage, but very cautious about the banelings being there. Wanting to take good trades, conserve these units. Wraps around the roaches. This is actually quite a nice position for him. The surface area of the roaches there, relatively high, but I don't believe any of them fell. No, they didn't. So that's quite annoying for Tefel. If the roaches stay up, there's still the damage there. The damaged ones could potentially be clumped in the middle later on, meaning that they still dish out the damage, don't die. One drone dies. Well, the third is now back up. Look at the income as a snapshot now. About 300 more gas per minute for Tefel compared to REcco. 300 more minutes rather. And look at what this is doing to the army supply. 61 to 37. Couple of lings also tearing through up into the main base of REcco. Not focusing the queen. Instead, knowing that they're getting some damage, trying to pick off workers. 7 drones now killed. This is starting to become a significant amount of damage. 9 workers killed already. 10 and still counting. This kind of damage, 11 workers killed, still keeps Tefel ahead economically, despite REcco pumping drones. That's using up a lot of the lava. And if we look at the roach count, it's now 26 to 16. There's no lings here for REcco either. He's in a lot of trouble. Upgrades, non-existent on both sides for the moment. A couple of banelings coming in for both. Defender's advantage trying to be utilized by JonnyREcco, who's down in that roach count. The better attack arc. Banelings trying to get forward. They get some detonations down. And Tefel taking a very nice trade here. This is exceptionally problematic for REcco. Because he drones so heavily to try and keep up economically, he doesn't have the army there. GG is called, and Tefel takes this series 2-0.